In the next 10 minutes, I'm going to show you why your financial advisor is wrong. They'll tell you to buy index funds or high-yield bonds. But in 2027, the real smart money is being parked in high-performance assets that you can actually drive. We are standing at the edge of a cliff. The era of pure, raw, internal combustion is ending, and the era of hyper-assets is beginning. If you are in the USA and you're still holding on to cash while the dollar loses its grip, you are losing the game. But don't worry. I'm back, I'm focused, and I've done the math. Today, we are diving into the 3 future legends of 2027 that people in America are literally fighting to get on waitlists for. These aren't just cars, they are financial lifeboats. We're talking about machines that will be worth more in 2030 than they are today. Let's get into the first one that is about to redefine American muscle forever. Scene 2. Why 2027 is the year of the shift. Visual. News headlines about inflation, car shortages, and the 2027 electron volts mandates in various U.S. states. Host. Why 2027? Because it's the transition year. By 2027, the technology has finally caught up with the hype. We have SUVs with supercar speed and muscle cars that run on pure lightning. In the U.S. market, the early adopter phase is over. We are now in the dominance phase. If you buy a regular car, you lose 20% value the moment you leave the lot. But if you buy one of these 3, you're buying into a limited supply, high-demand ecosystem where the secondary market is ready to pay a premium. This is the Wish Drive Guide to Winning 2027. The 2027 Dodge Charger Daytona SRT. Let's talk about the soul of America, the 2027 Dodge Charger Daytona SRT. Now, I know what you're thinking. A Dodge Charger without a Hemi V8? How is that an asset? Listen closely. This is the world's first electric muscle car that actually feels, sounds, and drives like a beast. Dodge didn't just build an EV, they built a 2027 icon. The 2027 asset profile. The Fratsonic exhaust. Dodge patented a literal organ pipe exhaust system for an electric car. It's loud, it vibrates, and it gives the American buyer the drama they refuse to give up. In a world of silent, boring EVs, this sound asset will hold its value because it's unique. The Banshee powertrain. We are looking at an 800-volt system that is designed to be upgraded. In 2027, upgradability is the new maintenance. Owners will be able to buy direct connection stages to increase horsepower via software. This means your car gets faster and more valuable the longer you own it. The first mover advantage. Just like the original 1969 Charger is a masterpiece today, the 2027 Daytona SRT is the first edition of a new era. In the U.S., collectors crave the first. Being the first electric muscle car with a multi-speed transmission makes this a guaranteed future classic. When you sit in the cockpit of the 2027 Charger, you aren't just sitting in a car, you're sitting in the future of American performance. While other EVs are becoming disposable tech, the Charger is being built as a legacy machine. If you can secure a first edition trim in 2027, you aren't just buying a Dodge, you're buying a piece of automotive history that the USA market will be chasing for decades. Before we move to the next beast, let's look at the numbers. In 2027, the U.S. Federal Reserve's moves are unpredictable, but the demand for authentic American brands is a constant. Whether it's a Daytona SRT or our next SUV, these vehicles are protected by their brand equity. In cities like Dallas, Charlotte, and Phoenix, these cars are the new status currency. You can't print more 2027 Chargers. You can't manufacture more first-year Land Cruisers. Supply is fixed. Demand is rising. That is the simplest formula for profit. CAR number 2, the 2027 Toyota Land Cruiser ROX. Now, let's move from the drag strip to the wilderness. If there is one nameplate in the USA that commands more respect than a bank balance, it's the Land Cruiser. But for 2027, Toyota isn't just giving us a regular SUV. They are dropping the 2027 Toyota Land Cruiser ROX, Recreation Open Experience. The 2027 Asset Profile. The concept to reality premium. The ROX started as a SEMA concept, but due to overwhelming demand in the U.S. market, Toyota is bringing a limited production version to showrooms in 2027. In the world of investing, limited production are the 2 most beautiful words you can hear. The open-air utility. Imagine a Land Cruiser with a skeletonized roof, reinforced chassis, and the ruggedness of a tank, but the freedom of a convertible. This is Toyota's direct answer to the high-end Jeep Wrangler and Ford Bronco Raptor buyers. In 2027, experience-based assets are outperforming luxury sedans. People want to escape the city, and the ROX is their ultimate ticket. Unbeatable residual value. Toyota Land Cruisers in the US are famous for one thing. They don't depreciate, they just mature. A 2027 ROX bought today will likely sell for 90% of its value, or more, 5 years from now. Why? Because Toyota's reliability paired with this unique, open-top, factory modification is a combination we've never seen before. In places like Colorado, Montana, and Arizona, the 2027 ROX will be the ultimate flex. It's a tool, a toy, and a treasury all in one. If you want a vehicle that can survive a market crash and a mountain trail at the same time, this is where you put your money. CAR number 3, the 2027 Chevrolet Corvette SUV. Visual, a sleek, aggressive SUV with Corvette headlights and quad exhaust tips, tearing up the asphalt at Laguna Seca. It looks low, wide, and mean. Host leans against a carbon fiber wheel. Host. Finally, we come to the most controversial, most anticipated, and potentially the most profitable vehicle on this list. It's the car that purists said would never happen, but the market demanded it. Meet the 2027 Chevrolet Corvette SUV. The 2027 financial strategy. The Porsche killer. For years, if you wanted a super SUV, you had to spend $200,000 on a Porsche Cayenne Turbo or a Lamborghini Urus. In 2027, Chevy is bringing that same exotic performance to the American market at a fraction of the price, but with the Corvette Soul, a new sub-brand. By 2027, Corvette is no longer just a model, it's a sub-brand. This SUV is the flagship of that new era. When a legendary nameplate expands into a new category, the first year, 2027, models become legendary milestones for collectors. Internal combustion versus electric. Rumors suggest Chevy is offering a high-output V8 option alongside an EV version. In 2027, a V8 Corvette SUV will be like a rare painting. As the world moves to electric, the demand for high-performance gas engines is skyrocketing. This is your last call asset. Host, think about the Mustang Mach-E. Whether you liked it or not, it was a massive financial success for Ford. The Corvette SUV is taking that formula and injecting it with supercar DNA. In the USA, this will be the it car for suburban dads and track enthusiasts alike. Buying this in 2027 isn't an expense. It's an entry into an exclusive club of owners who know that the Corvette badge is a license to print money in the secondary market. We've covered the Charger Daytona, the Land Cruiser ROX, and the Corvette SUV. Each one represents a different pillar of the 2027 US market: muscle, adventure, and super performance. But here is the truth that no one else is telling you. The window is closing. By 2028, many of these last edition internal combustion engines and first edition tech platforms will be gone or marked up by greedy dealers to twice their value. If you are watching this in the USA, you have a choice. You can be the person who says, "I wish I bought that in 2027." Or you can be the person who is driving their investment while their bank account grows. Cash is trash because it has no soul and no limit. These machines, they have both. I'm back because I want you to win. I don't want you to just survive the 2027 economy. I want you to thrive in it. These 3 vehicles are your roadmap. If you want more deep dives into the 2027 market, if you want the inside intel on what to buy and what to avoid, then you need to be part of this community. Subscribe to Wish Drive right now. Smash that like button to tell the YouTube algorithm that you're ready for the future. Comment below. If you had $150,000 right now, which one are you taking? The muscle, the adventure, or the super SUV? I'm reading every single comment, and I'll be replying to the best ones. I'm out for now, but the 2027 journey has just begun. Stay focused, stay driven. Peace.